Hi everybody, it's Christina from Card Making Magic. Today we're going to be using the 5x7 card and box die set, and we're going to make a really pretty effect with the single-sided border die. Now for this card we're going to make the box and the card base in white, and then we're going to do some rainbow colours with the border die. So with two pieces of matching white card, I'm going to use the box die to cut the two pieces that I need. Now with the box cut we'll make the card. So I've taken another A4 piece of card and I've folded it in half. And I'm keeping the folded edge to my right hand side. Now I'm taking the card making element of the die set, and this has 3 cut-in sides and 1 that isn't. And on the open ends I'm going to place the non-cutting edge and run that through the die cutting machine. So once I've done that, that will give me 2 separate pieces of card. Now I like to have my joins at the top, so I've folded one of these pieces back, and then I'm going to keep it straight and add my glue along there, and then add the 2 pieces together, and that will then give me a card that I can stand in tenfold. Now with the trellis die that comes in the set, I've taken some white card and I have cut myself a straight edge layer, and then with the patterned piece I'm going to lay that into the front of my box and cut that pattern in there. Now with these pieces cut, this is the one that's going to sit on the front of my card, and this is the front of my box. Now with 2 more pieces of white card and the stitched edge and the scalloped edge, I'm going to cut these 2 shapes. Now once I've cut these 2 shapes, I'm going to take my base card, and I'll have to trim these down because this was ½ an inch shorter, don't forget. So we're going to just line the card on the inside. Now you can of course use coloured card if you wish, just to make the difference in your design. So once I've trimmed these down, I'm going to add these 2 together with foam tape in between. And then we can add them both to the inside of our card, and again you can use foam tape if you wish, just to give a little bit more depth. So with this now lined with foam tape in between, I've used the other pieces from the die set, and I've cut my outline die in vellum, and I've cut the word 3 times in white card, and I'm going to glue these and stack them together so that they give a nice deep sentiment that I can then add to the piece of my vellum. Now with all these elements ready for your card, take your coloured pieces and cut a border from each one. Now once you have all your colours cut, you're going to take these and you're going to pop them through either a little siren machine, or you're going to add glue to the back of them. So once they've been through the machine, use your bone folder just to press the glue onto the back of it. And then you can remove this top piece, and that will be ready now for you to use on your card. I've laid my glued strips out in the order that I want them, and that's red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo and violet. And I'm taking this piece that's the mat and I'm going to lay it down on my mat. So now I'm taking these off the tape and I'm going to add them right at the bottom there, and I'm going to try and get the pattern nice and even. So now we can press that down, and don't worry about this bit, that's going to get trimmed after. So now we can come into the next colour, and then we'll continue until we've got all the colours laid on here right the way to the top of the card. So once they're all glued onto your backing sheet, you can trim this off and trim it down the sides if you want, so that it fits on the front of your card nice and neatly. So once you've got your wave border fastened to your layered card, you will see little bits of glue that you've not been able to remove that have come from the Xyron. So there we have the sparkle in the card, and with some foam tape on the back, I'm going to add it to a slightly larger white mat. And now again, with foam pads on the back, I'm going to add this to the front of my base card and make sure that it's the right way around, and we'll add that along there. And now you can add your sentiment anywhere you want to on that card, and I'm going to pop mine just along there. And then once we've glued that in place, we can now go ahead and make the box. So with my box and the pattern cut into the front, I'm going to line this with some vellum. So I'm just going to put some glue around the edge of the pattern. And we'll add a little couple of spots in there just to hold the vellum down. And then we'll put the vellum piece in there and leave it to set up. So now the vellum's dry and we can fold all the pieces in, and that's the front of the box ready then to be added to the back. Now with the back of the box, you're going to remove all these top pieces, because we're creating a box where the little flap at the top will tuck in. So we'll remove all those, and we'll take 2 flaps off the bottom as well. And then once again we can fold these in. Now I'm using a 300 DSM card here, and so I'm going to add my creases in with the bone folder just to give them a nice sharper edge. There we go. Now I'm going to add glue along this strip. And then I'm going to take this piece and lay it in the middle of those lines, just so that they're all nice and neat. And then we can fold the box over and make sure that the outer edge is straight. Press it down and make sure that your glue is well stuck. And then open the box again and put your glue along the other side. And then you can fold that piece over and this piece down, and that will fit then along there nice and neatly. And again, make sure that your outside edge is lined up neatly. Now to keep all the open ends on the back of your box, just make sure that you fold down the back first and add your glue along there, and then fold down the top piece to meet it. And that's your box all nicely made with the flap that will tuck in at the back. And that will fit your card perfectly. So there you have a 5x7 card using the complete card and box die set, and a rainbow created with the border die. And this is suitable for any gender, any age, and we've lined the inside with the other dies in the set. All this collection is available from Craftstash, and it's the Card Making Magic Christina collection. So I hope you've enjoyed the video, and if you have, please join me on the next one, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.